When you put like your mental health and like your happiness at the forefront, it just becomes much more freeing and liberating. I am Julien, and this is how therapy changed my life. Growing up, there's always a basketball game on TV or a football game. You know, it's what we love to do. My dad was my basketball coach. He was the one who was training my brother and I. He definitely wanted me and my brother to be, the best basketball players we could be. He would always surround our environment with basketball. We had a hardwood floor, and the reason why he put that in is so we could dribble in the house and always continue to work on our handles. The end goal was to get to the NBA. Growing up, that's what I watched. Me and my brother, we'd be glued to the TV watching the Lakers play, and that's what we strive for. My dad was extremely tough on me and my brother.
I make your layups.
Every day we're working out consistently, waking up early in the morning, going on runs, just late nights in the gym. It was hard. As a little kid, you don't really realize what you're doing, but as we got older, me and my brother, we saw the results from what my dad was doing and ultimately kind of paid off. I started getting notoriety in high school around basketball. Kind of got a little buzz around the city about who I was and was receiving interest from multiple colleges. From there, I chose Oregon State. What struck me when I got to college was in high school, you're like the man on your team, you're the man in the county, but it's different when you get to college. At the highest level, everyone's athletic, everyone's big, strong, fast, but it's like how cerebral are you and do you believe in yourself? Being a student athlete, there's just so many things to juggle: academics, practice, games. It's not easy to have a schedule that demands all your time and still be able to focus on your mental health. I felt like nothing could stop me, and then in college, guys are actually stronger and older than you, and it feels like the game's just moving a lot faster. It was a wake-up call for me. I had a lot of struggle like learning, getting up to speed with everyone. Not all the coaches are there for you. It's a business at the end of the day, and you have this coach telling you that you're really not that good and you need to be a lot better. Prior to that, you had everyone praising you for how good you were. Felt like I knew who I was, but when someone is telling you that you're not good enough and you've never heard that before, how do you deal with that? I felt like the only reason I was at this college was to play basketball, still with aspirations of making it to the NBA. So when that wasn't going right, what do I have left? Can I withstand this? Can I keep going through this? It's awful when someone doesn't believe in you. You put so much work in, you show up every day and truly work your hardest, and you don't see the benefit from it. I was definitely down and not feeling okay. I went to Oregon State for 2 years, and after those 2 years, I transferred to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. And the reason why I transferred is I was looking for more playing time. When I got to the new school, I felt like I was finally gonna have a fresh start, and it actually was the opposite. Like they say, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. I didn't play probably 10 minutes in a game to my third, fourth game in the season. I thought I built enough trust within my coach. My dad would call me and just be like, dude, why aren't you, leaving your hand out when you shoot? Or you just look like you're not confident in yourself. What's going on? And that's what kind of he noticed from afar. Am I good enough? Am I still gonna continue to chase this dream? You have all these different thoughts, and it's hard to deal with. I didn't know really how to deal with them. This is the last straw for me. I called my dad. I was crying on the phone and tell him I just can't do this anymore. When I first knew I wasn't okay, it was when I just started losing confidence in my abilities. Our team actually had a mental health coach on staff, so it was required of me to go talk to him. During my first session, I felt like I opened up. All this stuff I was kind of bottling in. I definitely was having feelings of resentment. I was feeling like I wasn't being valued, and I was feeling anxiety for my future. You have all this belief in yourself, and the coach doesn't have the same belief in you that you have for yourself. So I wasn't just playing for myself, I was playing more to, prove my coach wrong. My mental health therapist had me write down my feelings. He had me list what I'm grateful for and what I'm not grateful for. Just this simple task is eye-opening for me. I spent many days in his office talking to him. He helped me with a lot of ways to manage the high stress of the sport. He taught me a good breathing technique that I always use whenever I'm feeling stressed, to just relax, breathe, be where your feet are, and stabilize yourself for like a minute or two when you're dealing with something like during the day. And how to respond when somebody's talking in a negative way to you. It helped me a lot. It helped me stay focused, and it helped me just take some of the pressure off myself, which was like huge for me. I knew the game wasn't fun anymore for me. With all the struggles and obstacles I dealt with in basketball, I felt like for me, I just need to move on and start something new in my life. Making that decision that the NBA wasn't kind of in line anymore, was tough. I had like a lot of people who wanted me to keep playing basketball, wanted me to succeed and really reach for that goal. I know it's difficult for my family because they knew who I was as a player, and they knew how much like passion I had for the game. But internally, I feel like because I went through all these different feelings and all these different obstacles in college, it prepared me for something different. And I felt like there's more to life than just the sport I was playing. So I pivoted into an organizational leadership master's at Biola University.
Currently working on some homework right now in my backyard. Summer session just started for my master's program. Really eager and excited to do well and, continue this master's journey.
My outlook on life kind of changed, and I saw so many more opportunities in front of me that I wasn't seeing when I was in my sport. And my dad, he was okay with it all. His goal was to get us to college, and that's what he did. My dad and our relationship changed a lot. Now the center of focus is kind of just both of our well-being. I want the best for him, he wants the best for me. So, we take the time to go on hikes.
All the stresses from sports and life and everything. Once you're outside, there ain't nothing out here but the trees, the ocean, everything is just you and, your nature.
Do fun things together, and we always just keep in contact and stay consistent in that. Therapy helps in daily life, like school, being able to just focus more on like my tasks, what I have to do during the week, taking that time to like at least spend like 5 or 10 minutes doing some breath work and journaling. Keeping that at the main focal point has really helped me a lot. I definitely see myself continuing therapy, and whenever I'm dealing with something and I need that help, I won't be afraid to go get it.